Hello, this is Oliver, or Big Oliver, from VGX XL.com, and today I'm going to be changing my processor to a quad-core processor. For those of you that don't think the VGX XL range BIOS can handle a quad-core processor, just check out the BIOS project. Right there. First job, I've got one screw missing. Got the other screws here. Right. Take that out. Always put your screws in an order. Okay. Should pull off. And here we are inside this bad boy. Right, I've got an anti-static strap on and I need to connect myself to earth. Okay, I'm now connected to earth. Right, let me have a look. Right, the first job to do is to take this big heatsink out here. This is what's keeping the CPU cool. Right, before I can take that, I've got to take this duct in here what channels the air through the heatsink. Okay, quite simple. Unscrew. Two screws. Right, look at that. A wire all the way through it. Look, I think that'll pull out now. Yeah, there we go. They're a bit dusty. While you've got it out, I recommend you get a tin of air, compressed air. Hold the fan so you don't cause damage to them. And just blow any of the stuff. A little bit quieter and a little bit cooler now. Okay. Oops. Next job. To unscrew this heatsink. Now, I need to show you something here. Okay, this heatsink, it's hard to unscrew because the screw's down there, and you need a screwdriver that's going to be long enough to go all the way through. Same at that side. So there's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, right then. We've got to be careful to unscrew one screw a bit, then another screw a bit more, then another screw a bit, and the fourth screw. Because you want these screws coming out evenly. You don't just want to unscrew one because it might twist something. There we go. One of these screws is out. Right then, That's the heatsink unscrewed, that should pull out. There we are, in all its glory. Well, that's out. Same again, just get a little bit of compressed air. Not a lot of dust in it, to be honest. Oh, look at all that. That's from the last time I changed the processor. And that stuff is here. It's an MX4. Right, I need to clean that off there. I'm gonna back in a moment because I need to get a special cloth for that. Okay, I'm back. Oh God, what was that thinking? Oh, now gunk that up. I really did a number on it. Look at all that gunk on there, all that gunk here. Thinking I must have put too much on. Try not to make that mistake this time. Okay, this came in the post today. Tim Clean. It was recommended to me by a computer shop. They said last year's and it's brilliant and it's cheap as well. This cost me about £5 delivered off a well-known auction site. Okay, so I assume I just put a bit on my. This cloth is what I'd clean my glasses with. I got this in the case for my glasses. Bit of that on. Give it a clean. Yeah, it's definitely doing a good job of cleaning that. I don't know if you can see. Give it all a good clean. The less excess paste we have on this, the better the performance will be. That's pretty good. Now I'll clean the CPU with my Tim Clean. New part of the cloth. Oh God, I did put a lot of gunk on before, didn't I? Gosh. Look at that. Not good. Surprised I got such good temperatures. Yeah, I got good temperatures on this before. Okay, right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the new CPU to go in. This is my new CPU. I've placed it with all the important stuff that way up, so I don't want to damage that. My new CPU. Right, this is a tricky part now. I'll show you. There's the new CPU. That's a new CPU, okay, and that is a, let's show you, don't know if you can see that with my shaky hands, probably not. But it's actually an X3230. I'm going to ask my assistant to come and join me now because I'm going to take out the odd processor. Carbion! Right, we're going. Okay, right. If you just film close up with this processor, Carbion, so you can see it nice and close. Right, that's my old CPU. Right, what I need to do is I need to press this clip down and pull it across a little bit away from the CPU. Now that lifts up like a spring to there. I'm just going to lean it up onto that little heatsink. I'm going to lift up the casing using only my fingernail. Leave that like that. So there's my old CPU. Now I'm going to be careful not to damage the old one because we never know, this new one might not work. And I can sell this old CPU, you see, would cover some of my costs. Right. Excuse the shaky hand, but there we are, look. The old CPU, and I'm putting it over here onto the anti-static plastic. I'll turn it the other way up. Right, now for the new CPU, the new quad core. Right, now on it there'll be a little triangle in one of the corners. Can you see that triangle? It's actually here, that corner there. I'm touching it, that's a triangle. Now that triangle goes in here to the little triangle on the metal piece here, next to where the springy part is. So what you do is, you just place that on top of there, just let it sort of drop in. Oh. It don't wobble around. Right, perfect. So we've got that in. I'm going to give that another clean with a clean part of the cloth this time. Tiny little bit of this tin clean. A little bit. Wipe it on there. Make sure my new processor is lovely and clean. What I need to do now is I need to leave that on there for 2 minutes. Then I need to dry that off. Now for them 2 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit onto the heatsink again to make sure this part is nice and clean. I want it nice and clean so that heat can transfer through without any obstruction. Ideally you'd have metal on metal with nothing in between. Look, the metal's not ideal, there's tiny imperfections, and all this thermal paste does is covering those little tiny imperfections. That's all it's for. Okay. While I'm waiting a couple of minutes, I'm going to clean up my old CPU. I'll just use a little bit of tissue to get the main off because I proper gunked up this when I put this one in. I'm going to get the main off with tissue. Now a bit of tin clean, I'll put on the tissue. Now with the cloth. Okay, so now I've got that one clean, I'm going to put that back into the bag. My new processor came in. I fold that up nicely. Wrap it in bubble wrap. The old processor came in. And I'll pop it into the box my new processor came in. Right, it's now ready for storage or to sell to somebody else. Right then, that should have dried now, so I'm going to get a clean part of the cloth. Clean dry part. In fact, I'm not going to use that cloth, I'm going to get a brand new cloth out. I'll be back in around 30 seconds, folks. Okay, Tom, we're going to edit out these parts. Okay, so I've got the new cloth and I'm going to give it a wipe. Wipe off all that tin clean. Right, that should be spotless now. Now wipe it all off this heatsink. Right, now take out the thermal paste. And the thermal paste, it's got, if you look, 4 little dots. There's enough in here for 4 applications. It's about £5 a tube or something delivered. Okay. Now what you need is a pea-sized amount on that processor. Bang in the middle, pea-sized amount. There we go. That should do it, I think. You don't want too much, you don't want too little. Hopefully that will be just right. The idea is that when you put the heatsink on, it spreads out the application, the thermal paste. You don't use the credit card because it gets air bubbles in. It's a bit like, imagine applying a screen protector to your phone and just putting it all on in one go. Imagine the bubbles. So this way, you put it on and it slowly spreads it out for you as you fasten on the heatsink. Right, so closing up the CPU bracket. Right. Check that's all in right. Put the arm down. That clips under the little hook. Do you want to show the little hook cabin? Keep the camera where it was. No, come back here. Keep it how you've been shown all along, from there, yeah, don't spin it round. Okay, so there's the hook, I'll do that again. Okay, you just push down the hook, get it under the clip. Exact opposite of when you took it out. Now my heatsink, I'm going to place this on top, thumb the heatsink, thumb the heatsink, this is the heatsink in my hand. Right, I'm looking for the holes it goes into, and I'm trying to work out which way around it. Right, it obviously goes this way. Worth making a note when you take it out how it looked before you took it out. There we go. Excellent. My screwdriver, and now what we're doing is the exact opposite as before. Instead of taking it out, we're putting it in, obviously. So we do one screw a bit, it goes in a little bit, then you do the exact opposite screw. So that one, yeah. Screw that in. I'll do another screw, and as this tightens up, you're going to compress that thermal paste, and hopefully I've applied it properly. Now there's many different ways to apply thermal paste. Different people have different ideas on what thermal paste is best. Myself, I'm a traditional kind of guy, plus I had it laid around. And I just use this stuff here called Arctic MX4 thermal compound. I like this one because it says it's got 8-year durability, it's low thermal resistance, easy to apply. You just do what I showed you, you just put on a pea-sized amount. That's all you have to do. cures within like an hour or two. Well, not like some of them where you got to leave it a couple of weeks. Okay, so tightening up the heatsink. Right, feels tight enough that. Okay, put the ducting back on to allow the air to flow correctly through. Line it up. What am I doing wrong here? Let's have a look. There's something wrong. There we go. That's it. Right, get my 2 screws. That's why you put them somewhere safe, so you can find them again. Magnetic. No, it's not. It's a pain in the bum. Alright. Right. The first screw. Second screw. Right. I think I can do away with your assistance now, Carbion. I can use the stand again. Right, okay. I'll tighten these up a bit. Nice and tight and solid. Right, I can put the top part back on again now. Make sure them wires are tucked in. You don't want to be breaking any of those wires, otherwise your fan's not going to work and you're going to overheat and everything's going to break and you're not going to be happy. The top's on, that should hopefully. I never quite get the hang of this, but it's supposed to just sort of slide in. Best off taking your time with this, you don't want to damage your case, and it's such a lovely case. There we are. Nice to get that to slide in perfectly at the front. Right. Seamless. So I can put the screws back in now. It's a smaller screwdriver for this screw. That's it. Get the all matching. Try the big screwdriver anyways. Nice and tight. Right. Good. Job's done. Finished. There we go. Feel nicely in. Alright, now to test it, see if I got a performance increase.